I'm just going to interject before Beth and remind everybody out there listening that if you go to hashtag Live with Purpose, we're following your comments. You can follow this conversation on Twitter, and you can also contribute to the conversation. Let us know how you find purpose in your lives. We're going to be reading some of those comments in a little bit.
My name is Beth Feldman, and I am the founder of RollMommy.com. And Roll Mommy started when I was actually in corporate America. I was a vice president of communications at CBS. I was handling PR for 4 divisions of the company. And I was inspired by women, such as yourselves, who were doing it all and doing what they love while raising a family. And I saw so many people on the job miserable. You know, oh, I'm working so hard, I don't have enough time for my kids, how am I going to do this? And when I was at CBS, I was one of the first people to say to my boss, I want to telecommute, take a chance on me, and let me see if I can do this. And he said, that was, well, now that's 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And he said, you know what, we'll try it for 6 weeks. And it lasted 7 years. And I was a manager when that happened. I was promoted to a director. I was promoted to a vice president.
You were a pioneer.
I was a pioneer, and the other women within our department now all have the opportunity to do that. But I got to a point in my career where I just felt like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing in life? And it wasn't, you know. And what I love to do is I love to write, and I love music, and I love to bring together women who are inspiring, who are going to empower you to be the best that you can be, and that new mom who is down in the doldrums because she can't handle everything. My old boss used to call me the knitter. I bring together people, and I say, you need this expert, you need Lee Woodruff, you need that person, you need the life and business coach, you need all of these people. And suddenly, it's not so hard anymore, and suddenly their smile, you know, you bring a smile to their face and they can do it. And I think it's all about optimism.
It's incredible what that connection, what connecting to other women will empower you to do, right? It gives you the confidence. That's a great story.
You know, and you're reminding me of the Malcolm Gladwell book. I think it was Tipping Point. And when I read that book, and it describes I think it's the 4 different kinds of people that he summarizes, and I thought, I'm a connector. You know what? I thought most women I know are connectors because we are so willing to give. Here's that word again, give. You know what? I've got this nanny for you, for example, or we have nanny issues if anybody knows a nanny here. You know, let me help you do this, or let me help you solve this. And it's, like you said, it's weaving, it's knitting, it's whatever it is. We're all so willing to create this fabric together and give to one another. And just to go one step further, Beth does this for events for moms around our area where she pulls people together who have purpose in their lives to be role models for other women. And it's a great, she's got a great blog as well.
I'm Aliza Sherman. I founded Cybergirl and WebGirls, and our purpose, our mission at the time, and it still exists without me, was to empower women through technology and whatever that meant. So to empower women to use technology to access what they needed in their careers or their lives. And today, I work in social media marketing, and I'm a prolific, obsessed blogger. My mommy blog is Baby Fruit. My personal blog is Aliza Sherman. But I have 6 other blogs.
She is obsessed.
I have a lot to say. I'm also a troublemaker. Besides being a loudmouth, I'm a troublemaker. And I honestly believe that...
A lot of applause for that.
I honestly believe that women who get too wrapped up in, oh, I don't have a purpose. Oh, my God, I don't have a purpose. I don't want them to sweat it. Because we gain and we lose our sense of purpose throughout different stages of our life. And I also believe that if your purpose changes at any point in your life, that's okay. Just like it's okay to change careers midstream, it's okay. You need to follow heart and soul. I will be the woman who will say what is taboo. And in a sense, that is my purpose, to speak the unspoken or the unspeakable. Because a lot of us feel it, but we're afraid to say it and we think we're alone. So for me, my purpose is not my child. After 4 miscarriages, she was my 5th pregnancy. She is not my purpose. In order for me to be the perfect Sorry, wrong word. In order for me to be a good mom and whatever that means to me, I can't focus on her. I can be a good, strong, independent woman, career-minded, and blazing my way to follow my heart and soul and passion. And I hope that she and I will be friends. She's 3 years old right now. But that she will also, I hope, admire and gain strength and belief in herself through that. And so I think there are women out there who don't put their children first, and I think society demonizes us. But I do believe if we are secure with who we are, we ultimately are better mothers, better wives, better human beings. And so I speak the unspeakable, but that is where I come from, and my purpose is my work.
And you know what? That is so inspiring to women, and it's very liberating, because if you can help them feel good about where we are, what we think, that's wonderful. Letting go of the guilt.
The mommy guilt.
That's the big word.
We hate the G word, don't we? Can I just interject just for a second, because we're pulling out some of the tweets that are really relevant. So at Ben.Simpson says, I work as a civil servant helping to make life better for members of the public. So Ben, we love you. Thank you for that tweet. We also love that you're a dude and you've been listening, because we know that you're so sensitive to the needs of our women. And then at Knit Pearl Girl, here's the knitter again. I live purpose by connecting with moms of autism spectrum disorders and helping them stay strong. Love to you, Knit Pearl Girl. That's a big, big job. And thank you for that.
Okay. Sorry, I have a very high voice. My name's Jeannie. I am the office manager for Blog Her. I'm also a fashion style shopping blogger. I started that because I was a video game tester in Silicon Valley, and so I was one female in an office of about 50 guys. I felt very alone, and I knew that there were other people like me, in tech industry, just kind of girls in tech. Maybe they don't really care about fashion, and they're just kind of feeling alone. And so I started the blog with two of my friends, because we were all, in grad school and college, in, the cubicle. And so it's kind of reaching out to these sort of young 20-somethings. We're still on a budget. We're still working it all out and trying to figure out who we are as adults. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, and just I'm still trying to figure out myself, and I'm trying to find other people who are in the same boat as me.
That never ends, though,
I know,
really.
It never ends.
I mean, honestly.
I'm hoping it does someday.
Always stay curious.
Yes.
And for those that can't see her, she's a really cool bow on her head, so we know that she's a fashionista.
Yeah, I could tell immediately.
It's a Gossip Girl-inspired bow, so there you go.
Hi, I'm Maria Niles, and I blog as a contributing editor to Blog Her. I have several of my own blogs as well. I blog about business, and in my business life, I'm all about listening to consumers and delighting them, and really connecting them, with getting what they want and being heard. And personally, my main personal blog is called Pop Consumer, and I talk about politics. Like Erin, one of my passions is to stay involved in politics, to be really aware of what's going on, to speak up and try and influence policy. But I also am very interested in pop culture, and one of my purposes in life is to be a resource of information about trivial pop culture, like Jeannie. This is a service I provide to my friends and family.
I'm getting in touch.
Excellent.